Round two. Let's try it again. First, can I get confirmation that you guys can hear me? Because I'm changing the location of the mic. I'm kind of pushing the mic off to the side as I've changed the room up a little bit. So I want to just know if you guys can hear me. So give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. And now that I've posted this as unlisted instead of private, I can highlight the chat again, which was the whole point of this. I was trying to highlight the chat. So welcome again to another Backstage edition. Today is the 300th episode of the morning show, and I got a ton of stuff to do. But I still wanted to share because I got a great response on people digging, the different overlays. So let me turn off some of this stuff because this is looking all kind of crazy over here. So I don't need the thumbnail. I don't need my info block right now. I'll leave the logo up there. And this is browser 1. We'll turn that on. Okay. So normally, you get a thumbnail done for my show anyway. I got to make sure I get a thumbnail done, which I've been doing on CamDon. We went over that. Thanks on the 300. Congrats for 300. I appreciate that. Loud and clear. Sounds good. And then I went with no earbuds because I'm not talking to anybody, so there's no reason for it. So we're gonna, and as you can tell, I changed up the background a little bit. We added a bookshelf over here and a statue. My first kind of statues over there. Anyway, today's show, I kind of want to focus on an overlay that I forgot to make yesterday, and I'm gonna make it for StreamYard instead of for OBS. Actually, I'm gonna make it for both. But I want to show how easy it is again to make a overlay, which can add a lot to your stream, especially if you're just starting out on StreamYard and using the functionality of StreamYard. So I was sharing yesterday, and I was kind of sharing all the stuff on the side, and I want to try that again. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to try that again because I want to talk about the different sections again in StreamYard. When you do open up some of the stuff and branding and overlays and how you can use them. So I have to get ready for a segment, the What's in the Box segment. And what I like to do for the What's in the Box segment, I'm going to show you on OBS real quick. For the What's in the Box segment, I have this overlay that's going all the way over the top of me, right? Well, this is the OBS version, but this is the exact same version that would go into StreamYard because it's going over the top of the picture. Remember, we were talking backgrounds are behind the picture. In StreamYard, backgrounds are behind the picture. And in StreamYard, overlays are on top of the picture. Now, in OBS, you can change, all that stuff. But we're talking about StreamYard. And I have to update this because this isn't $2.99 anymore. We're now going to do 300, and I got to pick a box. And probably, since I did a comic book yesterday, we're going to do a Funko Pop today. So since I'm going to do Funko Pops today, I'm going to take a look over here at the pile, and a couple things that you'll notice on this overlay is that I'm going to make sure that I grab the person's logo because their logo is going to be in the little thumbnail up in the corner. I don't know if you see up there. There's actually a thumbnail. If I ever decided to actually edit out the segment and produce its own little spot, I would need a thumbnail. So I went ahead and made thumbnails for them. And then I need the person's logo. I'm going to show you how to swipe somebody's logo and turn it into a circle using PowerPoint and Snippet. Actually, you don't even use Snippet in that one. When you're swiping somebody's logo from YouTube, it's literally a right-click Save As photo. It brings down a square photo in a JPEG format, and then we're going to bring that into PowerPoint and crop it to a circle. Simple. Crop to a circle, save as PNG. You've got yourself that circle logo, which would be transparent on because it's a PNG. It would be transparent if you decided to use that as a logo for you. So real quick, let's go over to my I'm going to try and share this again. Let's see if this works. I think I have to share full screen. I'm not sure. We'll see. Because no, it's got it there. See, it did not have it there yesterday, but now it does, you weasel. All right, so this is my PowerPoint. As you can see here, I've got a couple of templates set up, and I've got to swipe this number out from $2.99 to 300. And unfortunately for me, this is one of the dumb things I've done here. This is a cool text. And yeah, I've got lots of things that I work on, and Cool Text is another one of those. So let me open up a window here for Cool Text, and I can show you that's another application that I like to use. Um, just like Canva, I know I could use Canva or, but you know, when you're first learning and first, you gravitate to the first one that you find. So let me change this view over here to Backstage. So over here, this is cooltext.com. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but it's a way to download, mostly text graphics in a PNG format. So I'm going to go to my designs, and of course, I got hundreds of designs here. This is where I like certain fonts that you fall in love with. You use them in here. This is called the Comics Cartoon font, but the numbers are in the Comica title font, which I don't know. It's just something I've been using. So I'll pull up my old, the last one that I used, and you just kind of go in there and you edit it. So you back those out. 300. Notice that I'm using a text size of 120, and that seems really big. But when you scale it down, it ends up making it kind of sharper. I don't know if that works or not. But you'll create the logo. And then it's very important when you're on Cool Text because it's kind of like, I think it's kind of a free app, but you got to know where to download. You got to hit this button to download. If you get all caught up in all the goofiness that they throw on here, you're going to end up signing up for stuff. Like up here, you think, wait a minute, start download. Yeah, if you hit this button, you're going to be downloading this converter. No, you just want this button right here, which is download. And it downloads a PNG, which I'm going to now. I don't even. You're seeing this. You are seeing this. Okay, you are seeing this off in the corner. Probably you're seeing this way off in the corner. Oh, that was dumb. I needed to stop sharing so you could see all that. Oh my goodness! You didn't see any of that stuff. It was way off in the corner. Anyway, so I'm on Cool Text. I can back up. Over here on Cool Text, I edited. It's cooltext.com, and you can edit your old graphics. And I just created a new one and I downloaded it. God, that was stupid. Stupid. All right, real quick. Hey, Yesy Lou's hanging out with us this morning. Let me go back to the share and go back to the PowerPoint that I was in. We'll go back to sharing the PowerPoint. There we go. Let me change my picture over here in the corner on the OBS to just the regular camera, which should put me off to the side pretty good. Okay. So in my thumbnail for this particular one, which may never see the light of day, when I clicked on the image, this border is the top layer. So I always have to kind of move that layer to the back. So I send this border to the back. So now I can actually get to it's taking time. Hold on. Come on, buddy. Send to back. Oh, he went way too far back. So now that I've highlighted the text, I can, gotta highlight the text. We can swap the picture. Man, that's a lot of work, man. I need to not do it that way anymore. And that picture's sitting in my downloads now. 300. There you go. So we'll swap out that picture. And another picture I want to swap out is this background. And if you notice, I think I already downloaded it. I have the background from today's thumbnail, which is right here. So I'll swap that background too. Now the background I want to send all the way to the back. Send to the back, which pushes him all the way to the back. So now we've got the number changed. We've got the background changed. I got to swap this logo, but I don't know whose box I'm opening. So let's take a look at the pile here. And if I was going to do Funko Pops, I've got Mama J sent me 3 Funkos that are mystery box. I've got Geeky Mama Bears got a mystery box that's got Funkos in it for sure. And this side, what do I got? Mostly comic books on this side. I did comic books yesterday. So let's go over here and grab. You know what? We'll do Geeky Mama Bears. We'll do Geeky Mama Bears mystery box as the what's in the box today. And let me get the music back on. So therefore, I'm gonna have to swap this logo out for Geeky Mama Bear. Now, let's assume you don't have Geeky Mama Bear's logo in a transparent. I'm gonna show you how to grab it. So I'm going to stop sharing this one. Bink, which puts me back over here. I'm going to go over here to the Backstage. And here, in the one that you guys are seeing, which is this one, we'll close that. We'll go to the standard YouTube, right? And in the YouTube search, because you want the logo to be a certain size, let's look up Geeky Mama. Oh, gotta spell it right. Geeky, oh my goodness. Geeky Mama Bear. Okay. Now, YouTube search is going to give you this right here, right? And notice it's a circle. If you hover over her logo or anybody's logo in your logo, and you right click over the top of it, you can save that image as, okay? And when you click save that image as, it's going to default to JPEG, which is totally fine. I'm going to name it Geeky Mama Bear. And it's a Geeky Mama Bear JPEG right now. It's going to go into downloads. So I save that. I hope you guys are seeing that. I don't know if you guys are even seeing that. So we save that. Okay. Now I'll go back to my PowerPoint. We'll go back to the PowerPoint, which is kicking off to the side here. Now, it doesn't matter if you want to do it on this one or any of them. I'm just going to grab a plain one at the bottom so you can see what I'm doing. This is a black background. So I'm going to insert Geeky Mama Bear's JPEG that I literally right-click swiped. Just right-click swipe that. And you can't really see that it's a square, so I'm going to change the background color here so you can see that when Geeky Mama Bear's picture came in, it was a square. And it's a square JPEG. I don't want a JPEG. I want a logo transparent. So by double-clicking on it, I can crop it up here. And when you can crop it to shape. You just crop it to the shape of a circle. Now I've got this. Staying over the top of it, I save that picture. I don't know if you guys are seeing all this. Are you guys seeing all this? Yeah, you are. Good. I'm saving the picture as a PNG. And I'm going to call it Geeky Mama. Mama Bear _logo. And I'm going to put it, I have a folder for logos. So we're going to put it in logos. Right? Save. So now this is a PNG. It's a graphic that she if I sent this to her now and she put it in her live stream, it would be up there in the corner and it would be cut out in a circle. So that's kind of cool, right? So now I'll come back up to this overlay that I'm working on. Well, actually, I got to do the thumbnail first. We'll come back up to the thumbnail. I'm going to swap out this thumbnail, which is a change picture from file logos. And it's normally the last one because I have it sorted by latest. And we swap her logo in there. So now Geeky Mama Bear's logo is in the thumbnail. Okay, so one extra step that I do is for me to create this as a thumbnail, I use an application called Snippet. So let's see if it'll share the snippet. Okay. I'm going to open up a snippet. It's a snipping tool. And snipping tool allows you to literally take anything that's on your screen and highlight the area and create a JPEG out of it. And that's what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to highlight the area on my screen and create the thumbnail for the what's in the box. Let's see if this will share. Let's see if this will share snippet. So the application window snipping tool. Okay. This is the snipping tool, and this is what it says. Select the snip using the mode button. Let's see if it's going to follow me along. So I've got to be over here. And snipping tool here. So we're going to go a new snip. And highlight this. And there is my snip. And I'm going to save as. And I always put it in the same location. This one is actually a what's in the box. So in what's in the box, there is a daily thumbnail. And by me putting it there, some other things happen, which is great. So now I've got this daily thumbnail, right? So we can stop the share there. And then I will come back. We're going to come back now and go back to that PowerPoint. Right? And I know this is silly, but down in that overlay that I was talking about, oh, wrong one. Down in this overlay, I'm going to take this one because that's the actual thumbnail. I'm going to change that picture. You know where I'm grabbing? I'm going to grab over in the what's in the box that I just dropped. Grab the daily thumbnail, which is going to swap that one out. Okay. Then I'm going to swap this logo out. Change picture from file. And it was in logos, Geeky Mama Bear. There you go. So Geeky Mama Bear's logo's in here. Her logo's up here. I need to change this, which is just a text box. So I'm going to change that. But to change that, I got to go grab her Instagram. I'm not actually sure what her Instagram is. Let's go grab her Instagram real quick. I'll go to Instagram. I'll look her up. She's going to be right at the top of my list here. Oh, see, it's dashes. Some people use dots. Some people use dashes. Geeky Mama Bear uses dashes. Highlight that text. Copy it. Replace it in there. So now we've got that. Notice the squiggly lines. That's going to show up. We need to add her to the dictionary. Or those squiggly lines under her name are actually going to show up. We don't want that to show up. So you hover over the top of her and you right click and whoa, there it goes. It already highlighted it. So, and then we got to go grab her YouTube channel name. So let's go grab that. And I don't know if she has any spaces in her channel name, which, you know, I just had up in the other, because I grabbed her logo, but I closed that page. And there are just spaces for Geeky Mama Bear, 717 subscribers, which is great. And we highlight this text and we swap that with that. So now everything I have is in place. Remember what I mentioned, all these individual graphics are this was a cool text graphic. This was a cool text graphic. These I made up individually on PowerPoint and then saved them all as an individual PNG and brought them in to resize them. But all of this is ready now. So I'm going to select all of the images. Notice how all of them have these little boxes over the top of them. You need to make sure you're hovering over one of the images. Hold down the Shift key, and this menu is going to pop up on a right click. Save as. And when you save as, we're saving as a PNG, and make sure you save it where you want to. For me, this one goes in OBS New under overlay what's in the box. So I'm going to save that in its place where it needs to go for my OBS. But now, since I know where it's at, I'll stop the sharing here. Now I'm going to show you how to upload that into StreamYard so you can see what it looks like. Let's check this out. Am I in the right spot? Over here. Okay. Hey, Weapon X, how you doing, man? Geeky Mama Bear is awesome. M3, good morning, man. How you doing? So now I'm going to share this. We're going to get that tunneling effect, but I want to make sure you guys see over here in the branding section of the StreamYard what's going to happen next. So this time I have to share. I don't think I can share entire Google. Yeah, it's going to have to be this one. I think it's this one. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Okay, over here on the side, don't worry about that tunneling vision. Over here on the side, we've got the branding. Remember, we've got the comments when you're hosting. You've got your banners, and then we go back to the branding. And in branding at the top, we've got your colors, your theme color, the logos. And again, here's an example. This is where I would upload, or anyone would upload, you know, let me go to my logos folder. This is where I would upload Geeky Mama Bear's PNG, and now you can see how it would appear on the stream as a circle. See how it's a circle cutout up there in the corner? Because we created a, you know, the PNG there in the circle. Okay, so anyway, past that, you have your regular overlays. And I mentioned an overlay can be anything. It can be a GIF, which I like. I have some funny GIFs. You know, these cover the screen and I talk over them, the geek aficionado, right? Then you can have classic overlays, things that go over the top of the picture. So we're going to go ahead and upload. If you come down to the bottom here, you can upload. We're going to grab that one, which we called. Now, remember, because we saved it as a PNG, that black background that we had is gone. It doesn't keep that. This one was called overlay. Where was it? you what's in the box. Okay. It doesn't keep the background. It keeps that hole in the middle, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now I've uploaded it. This does sort by GIFs first, then PNG second, and then videos third, last. So you will have to scroll up to find what you just created. And where did I just create this? I just created this one right here. That would be the overlay. Let me stop the sharing, and ta-da! There you go, folks. Now, for me, I've got black borders on there, but I want to show you something real cool. Actually, I'll share one more time. I'm going to make a change just to this version, of this. Let me back this music up, because you'll notice there's two different things that I do here on this PowerPoint. Right now, this is a full-blown, if I go to the properties of this picture, this, excuse me, on the fill, I chose black, right? And there is no transparency. But watch what happens when you do this. So now I'm going to give it a 90% or maybe an 85% transparency on that side. Watch what happens when I do this again. Select all. Again, hover over the top. Make sure all things are included. Save as picture. This one I'm just going to call test. Test 2. I've got a lot of tests. We'll save that as test 2. I'm going to come back into StreamYard. I'm going to turn this one off. And I'm going to upload test 2. I'm going to show you the difference by creating one side as a transparency, which is kind of something that I do for the info card. So now this is test 2 that we've uploaded. I'm going to stop the sharing to put me back to main screen, and then I'm going to bring up test 2, and you're going to see what creating that transparency on that side did. Now you can see through this window, right? You can see how you can see through that window simply by saying, I want black, but I don't want it to be, I want it to be transparent so you can see through it. And you know that I have that little info card. Let me stop the share here. But in my, in the OBS, and you can do this, maybe we'll work on this one tomorrow, but I call it the info card. And that's how we did that. That was just a box with a transparency around it, and then the different logos and text. So maybe we'll make one of these in tomorrow's show. I got to wrap up for today's show. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. I got a ton of stuff to do today. Excuse me. Let me get an awkward sip of coffee. And I want to thank everybody who's hanging out. This is a cool little hangout. Give you a little refresher on the overlays I'm using. Like I said, I'm using PowerPoint, but you can also use Canva. And as long as you start with a the YouTube thumbnail overlay, which, you know what, I can show you again. Let's do that. We did a quick one yesterday. You know what? Maybe we'll do this one in Canva tomorrow. We'll design it and create that as a transparent PNG. We'll upload it into Canva, and then we'll download the whole overlay for StreamYard from Canva tomorrow. That's what we'll do tomorrow. Yeah, I'm having fun with this, guys. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Oh man, look at that. It's my hair is, I have no hair. I got to get a haircut. Oh my goodness. Lord, good Lord. By the way, check out my new coffee mug I got this morning. I can't wait to show that off in today's show. Gotti or Pop sent me this fantastic coffee mug. What do you guys think of that? First cup of coffee. Be much different here in a couple hours. Kids are going to be getting up soon. All right. So yes, I will release this later on in the day. If you guys have any questions or something that you want to see specifically, shout them out now. I'll show you. Is there anything else? Did you think that was kind of cool, taking that graphic? Because I know there's a couple of the people in the pop world that, they're putting the graphics on their thumbnails, but they're still squares. I'm like, dude, cut that out, man. It's simple. Bring that in, trim to circle, save as PNG, and then you can overlay that over the top of anything, and it'll always be cut out. So just something to think about there. Is there any questions that anybody wants answered? I can use, the last couple minutes here. I know we'll go another 5 minutes. So it's a 30-minute video, and I'll answer any questions if anybody's got any. Yes, today is the 300th episode, so I am going to have to do something special there for the intro, that first intro bumper. So I'm going to be busy this morning. And then man, I got a cool giveaway for it tomorrow. So I hope everybody comes back for the show. Um, and then I got one more week of school, and then these kids are out. They're out for summer vacation, and hopefully my pop up shop comes back because man, I miss my pop up shop. And there's people that don't even know. You guys don't even know, man. I used to do a pop up shop 3 times a week. It was killing it, and now I'm missing out on all that. So got to get back to that routine. What do you guys think of the new setup? I moved some stuff around. Get some feedback on that, maybe. I got the statue out. I got my action figures out. I got a big bookshelf here from a Funko Pops that are growing. I've even got space for more pops. I've got I moved some stuff around here. I got my other statue that I got from Comic Core over here. So and I did bring the image down so that when I'm in the big image for the show today, I'm just a little bit bigger. Man, that hair, that is no bueno. I'm gonna have to change that color of this thing. Maybe is it the green that's killing me, or just my new location is not a good spot? Yeah, because it looks like you can see right through my head. I'm gonna turn this thing off. Yeah, that's a Disco After Dark show. There we go. Anyway, let me check the last check for questions. If anybody still need to know your three favorite characters. I'll give you two of them, which would probably be easy based on looking at my stuff. Spider-Man for sure, and Wolverine, just because I grew up on those guys. Spider-Man and Wolverine. Spider-Man mostly when I was a kid because the cartoon and X-Men cartoon. But I was big into Wolverine as a kid, big time. So those are two of my favorite characters. Third one, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I appreciate it. Maybe cap donations. Maybe cap donations are next in line. Maybe cap don't. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Maybe cap donations are next. Maybe I gotta read up. Maybe I should pay attention. I'm uploading my video with a famous JB mention. Hey, there you go. Hey, any help, guys? Any help at all? I'm not Wink. I love Wink, but I'm not on my way to 2,000. I'm just slowly, steadily, one a day, two a day, creeping my way up to 1,500, and happy for it because you gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. You noticed the change in the background? Yeah, I thought that was cool, man. I just had to change it up a little bit. So, and this camera angle is pretty wide. So I figured let's show the whole thing. What you don't see is just out of camera sight. It's always been, if you've ever watched the channel, it's always been Star Wars. Because this channel almost went Star Wars from the get. Because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. But I really intend on finishing this and trying to do some Star Wars related content. Man, did you guys see that tag yesterday? It was the Instagram tag of the day by Quick Draw. Quick Draw had a killer Star Wars tag with the bobblehead. I mean, not with the Funko Pops and the comic book. Man, hats. Oh, I need a hat. Maybe a cap. That's what I need. I need to start wearing the caps from people. You sent me a mug. Here's a t-shirt. Here's a hat. I'm a big walking advertisement. That's funny. Oh man. Which yeah, we'll get into that conversation in another day. Hey, you know what, everybody? We're coming up on 30 minutes. I appreciate everybody that hung out today. This will post later on in the afternoon for non-members. I'm trying to make the member exclusivity part that you come in and you ask questions and I can answer your specific questions. If there's anything you want to see me highlight specifically, like, hey, I want you to do more Canva, downloads and show me that again, or hey, talk about the OBS to StreamYard interfaces more. I'll be back tomorrow morning and we're going to do it again. Tomorrow I'm going to work on this thing. I'm going to show you guys how to make one of these and put it into StreamYard or OBS or whatever. And I'm going to call it, what did I call it? I had notes. Seriously, I did. I had notes on it. We're going to call it, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to call it. Oh, there it is. Social Media Contact Info Overlay. Boom. I like that one. That's what we're going to work on tomorrow in the backstage. But that's it for today, everybody. I hope everybody had a good time hanging out with me. One last awkward sip of coffee, and shout out to Gaudier Please come back for today's show. Should be fun. I always have a good time. I hope you guys do too. Can't wait to show you tomorrow's giveaway and spin the wheel for today. Man, we had a great turnout for today's on a comic book. On a comic book. I was shocked at the turnout we had. And yes, there's a lot of people out there that are watching me that are my age because you remember it. The shadow knows. All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and sign us out. I'm still going to play the end screen. And as always, don't forget, we had a good time. Check you later. Peace.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.